Hey guys, this is Champion Marks here for another Pokemon narrated black and white Wi-Fi battle. This was versus a guy I met on the TPX chat whose name was Sam. He said he didn't have a YouTube, so no link in the description this time. Oh well, but let's get started. Anyway. This guy said that he was new to competitive battling, so that was, I thought that was pretty nice. It's always cool to see a Pokemon pro in the making, but anyway. I'll lead off with my Nitore, thinking that it would be a pretty good lead off if he did, and I was thinking that unless he led off with an Infernape, his team didn't have Stealth Rock, so that was a pretty big plus for me, and I wanted to see what his Heracross would do here. I go into Zapdos expecting the close combat, and I'm thinking if he's choiced, he's going to switch out. If he's not, then I can get a, Heat Wave off on him, which will be really nice because Heracrosses are pretty damn powerful, especially if they are choiced. And, he gets the defense drops here, and that close combat pretty much does nothing, so I know if he is choiced, he's going to switch out. Even if he wasn't choiced, I don't think Stone Edge would kill. But he does switch out, he switches into his Jolteon, expecting the electric move, but I went for the Heat Wave because first I was sort of predicting he would go into that Jolteon, plus Heat Wave would have been super effective anyway. And now, for some stupid reason, I decided to stay in, thinking it would be a good idea to get Toxic on this Jolteon. Not exactly the best idea I ever came up with, but it does end up turning out good for me in the long run. But yeah, that hidden power does over 50%, which isn't very good, because, yeah, unless I can somehow manage to get off a Roost, Zapdos isn't going to be doing much the rest of this match. But anyway, I do get that residual damage on Jolteon, and as long as I don't activate its Volt Absorb, that's going to be pretty darn helpful. And, excuse me. Here I'm going to switch out to my Ferrothorn like I probably should have done first time, because, yeah, Jolteon, aside from the Hidden Power Ice that it has, because it was super effective on Zapdos, thus it is Hidden Power Ice, not Grass, and maybe Signal Beam, it doesn't really have anything to hurt Torre. Plus, if I get a Leech Seed on it, it's going to be doing jack shit. But anyway, because he sees that he's doing pretty much nothing to my Nitore, and I'm just going to be able to set up all over this guy with, like, Leech Seed, Stealth Rocks, whatever. Yeah, that's, what I decided to do. I believe I do set up Stealth Rocks here, and he switches in his Heracross, which is, that's okay. I can go for Protect to scout out his move, see what he's going to lock himself into, and I do get up my Stealth Rocks for free, which is good. Now, of course, I do go for the Protect, make sure that he doesn't lock himself into something like, I don't know, Stone Edge, so my Zapdos switch-in will completely get wrecked. He goes for the Mega Horn, which is okay, because that means I'm pretty safe to stay in, because I can just get off the Leech Seed on him, get some residual damage, my health's back, and get Iron Barbs on him if he does decide to stay in. Because I don't think Mega Horn will be a 2-hit KO, even from Heracross. But anyway, he switches into his Infernape, which is, yeah, that kind of scares me out, because because his Heracross is Choice Scarfed, I'm gonna think that this thing isn't choiced, and yeah, that means it can pretty easily, like, switch from fire to fighting moves and kind of wreck whatever wall I try and bring in. But yeah, I'm just fearing this thing a lot because, yeah, Overheat's going to do a whole lot to Nitore, same with Close Combat, so I am going to switch out. I'm going to go into my Rotom because I'm thinking I can take the Fire move pretty darn well. Even if he goes for a Fighting move, I can take that okay, I guess. And he goes for the Overheat, which is pretty good for me because I do resist that, and with the leftovers that I have, plus the Leech Seed that I'm getting off on from his Infernape, I've basically taken almost no damage from that Overheat, which is nice, because now he's probably going to have to switch out into something, because he really doesn't want to stay in while he's got that Leech Seed off, because with that on his Infernape, he won't even be able to hurt my Rotom, even if he did have some sort of, like, super effective hidden power, or Grass Knot or something, but whatever. He switches into his Jolteon, expecting me to go for the electric move again, but I predicted that he would do that, so I go for the Hydro Pump. It misses, which is Not that good, but it's not exactly that bad either, because I can just go for another Hydro Pump, and because my Rotom is special defensively built, it's going to be able to take this Shadow Ball pretty darn easily. Now, not really sure why I didn't go for Thunderbolt, because it does have Stab and is neutral on Rotom Wash anyways, so yeah, going for Thunderbolt would have done more anyway, but whatever. I go for the Hydro Pump. Sadly, it doesn't kill, but the poison that I probably could have done without actually does help, as it gets that last little bit of damage on Jolteon for the kill, which is good, because now I can go for electric moves without having to worry about that thing coming in. But here he just brings back in his Heracross, and I'm really worried about this thing, because I have no idea what's going to lock itself into now, and not really sure if I'm going to be able to go for the Will-O-Wisp on it, because it could be Moxie, could be Guts, who knows. Some people actually do still run Guts, just to be able to bluff, but whatever. He goes for the Stone Edge, which is not good, because that means my Zapdos dies. But, yeah, with that low health, Zapdos probably wouldn't be doing a whole lot much in this match anyway, so it can die in peace. And here I do see he has a Moxie, which is good, because that means that I can Will-O-Wisp this thing if I ever do get the chance. And, yeah, because it's choiced, I can just freely switch in my Natore, because it does resist the Stone Edge, and I can do things to it. He switches back into his Infernape here, and I'm just gonna go for the Leech Seed again, and the residual damage is really racking up on its Infernape, because I haven't even hit this thing with a damaging move, and it's already at less than 50% of its health, so yeah, that just shows the power of residual damage. But anyway, Leech Seed happens, and Infernape is getting really darn weak. I'm gonna Protect just to get some more Leech Seed off on Infernape, and because, yeah, if I Protect, even the Overheat's not going to do anything to me. And, yeah. Now his Infernape is getting really ridiculously low on health, which is good, so now I'm pretty sure that it's safe for a Mach Punch kill from my Infernape, which is good to know in case I need to get rid of this thing fast, but I just switched into my Rotom Wash to take the Overheat, because I saw he went for it first time, and because this guy's new, I'm thinking he'll probably go for the double Overheat, because, yeah, he might not have the prediction skills that the players that I'm commonly used to facing have, but whatever. He does go for the Overheat, does pretty much nothing to Rotom, and because of the leftovers Leech Seed, I get pretty much all that HP back that I just lost, which is good, and leaves his Infernape in the red, so it's not going to be lasting too much longer. I believe he switches out, yeah, he does switch out here, and goes into his, not sure what he went into. What is he? He goes into his Suicune, and I'm pretty okay with that, because, I don't know why people always seem to switch their Suicunes in on my Rotom, because, yeah, even with Calm Minds, Thunderbolt's going to be doing a lot, because most Suicunes aren't made to be special defensive with their EV spreads. They're meant to be physical defensive and let their Calm Minds take care of the special bulk. But even if you do get a Calm Mind up, I'll be able to 2-hit KO anyway, so yeah. Don't really get that, but anyway. I just go for the Thunderbolt, knowing that no matter what he does, that's going to do a hell of a lot. Leaves him in the red, and he decides to go for the Ice Beam. Don't know why he's staying in. Maybe he thought that because I didn't go for the Thunderbolt when he switched in his Jolteon, maybe he thought I didn't have it or something. I don't know, but whatever. I get the free 2-hit KO on his Suicune here with the Thunderbolt, which is nice. And, yeah, oh, wait. Oh, never mind. He's faster and goes for the rest. So apparently it was a speed tie. Weird, but whatever. Even though he does go for the rest, I'm still going to be able to get a 2-hit KO off on this thing with Thunderbolt, because Thunderbolt does, I think, like, what, 65% or more? So, yeah, going to be an easy 2-hit KO on Suicune, and that's pretty good, because Suicune can be a pretty difficult wall to get around if you just don't deal with it real quick. But anyway, jeez. I need some water. Damn. But whatever. So, here, this time, I'm faster, so he isn't able to get off, I don't know, like a Scald, or Burn Me, or Toxic, or something, or whatever the heck his Suicune might have, and I just get the straight-up kill with Thunderbolt, which is good, because bulky Suicune is a bitch to deal with. And, yeah, it's one more kill for me. So the score is, I think, what? I think it's 4-5 5 right now, so yeah, that's cool. He brings in his Gengar. I'm guessing he just wants to go for the Shadow Ball to attempt to kill me, but I am specially defensive, like I said before, so I know I can take that Shadow Ball pretty darn well. I think I'm going to go for the Thunderbolt, just to try and get as much damage on his Gengar as physically possible while my Rotom is still out here. And I see he has Life Orb, which is good, because that means that, jeez, phlegm. But anyway, with Life Orb, that means this Gengar is going to be going down really fast, because with the added damage from my Thunderbolt, this thing's got, like, what, 3, 4 Life Orb hits left, max. But here, I decided to switch in the new member of my team, which I got rid of Gengar for, but yeah, Crocodile, because I know that I can take the Shadow Ball pretty well, because it is resisted. Even though Gengar is really powerful, I am going to be able to take it just with more than half my HP, which is good. And he is left in the red with his Life Orb. I was thinking he would switch out here, so I go for the Earthquake, but yeah, he doesn't switch out, and he goes for the Destiny Bond. So I'm guessing he thought that I would be slower, but I am Choice Scarf, so yeah, I'm guessing maybe Pursuit would have been the better option there, because even if he did switch out, I still would have got the kill on him, but whatever. Hindsight is 20/20. So I just go to my Ferrothorn, because seeing his moveset, I'm thinking maybe he's not carrying the Focus Blast for some reason, so that I can switch this guy in safely and get a Leech Seed off, and hopefully this thing will be dead faster than any other way. I don't know. Not even sure what I'm trying to say here, but whatever. I do try and go for the Leech Seed here, as his Gengar goes for the Shadow Ball, so I guess I am correct in thinking that this thing doesn't have Focus Blast, because if it had Focus Blast, it probably would have went for it. Because, yeah, Shadow Ball is not really going to do anything to Natori, or Ferrothorn. I keep getting the name Japanese and English mixed up, but whatever. Just go for Leech Seed, because, yeah, gonna get most of my HP back with that, which is good, because, you know, walls need their HP to wall. And, geez, kind of getting ahead of the battle, but whatever. I think I switch out, or he switches out, or someone switches out here. Yeah, he switches out and goes into his Infernape again. I think I switch out into, I'm not really sure, but, or I could stay in and go for a Power Whip. No, I stay in and go for a Protect, trying to get some extra Leech Seed damage off. Whatever. But now his Infernape's in here, and this thing is pretty much dead. I know he's going to leave it in, because if he switches it out, Stealth Rocks is going to kill it on the income, but whatever. I just go to my Latios, because I'm expecting that he's going to go for either the Fighting move or the Fire move. He does go for the Fighting move, predicting my Rotom to switch in again, but yeah, I kind of thought he'd do that, so I, you know, changed what I switched to and went into Latios. And here, I believe I go for the Surfer. Yeah, I believe I do go for, no, I go for Thunderbolt. Not really sure why. I think was one of his Pokemon left was super effectively hit by it or something. I don't know, but I go for Thunderbolt, and I know I'm faster, because unless he goes for Mach Punch, I am going to outspeed, which is good. And yeah, I get the kill on his Infernape. Now here, I'm thinking he is going to go for the Close Combat, predicting me to switch into my Natori to take the Mega Horn, but yeah, it doesn't go down like that, and because he went for the Close Combat, my Latios does live pretty well, and I am able to get rid of his Heracross with the Thunderbolt, which is good, because that thing was actually pretty darn scary on his team, because, yeah, if it had gotten a Moxie boost with the correct move, it probably would have been able to destroy me. But anyway, now all he's got left is, I believe, his Gengar, and, oh, no, wait, he's got a Scizor left. What am I talking about? I didn't even remember this. Maybe I should pre-watch these battles before I narrate them, but whatever. I go back in my Rotom because I have the Will-O-Wisp, and I double resist the Bullet Punch, so it's going to be pretty easy to get rid of this guy. He goes for the Sword Dance, though, so yeah, Will-O-Wisp isn't going to hurt it as much, because it's only going to put it at neutral instead of -2, because now he has the Sword Dance up, but he's still not going to be able to do anything to me with Bullet Punch, even with the +2, because, like I said, I do double resist. He gets his leftovers, which is cool, because that means he's not Life Orb, which is nice, because that means he won't be able to get any more damage than he already will on my team. Goes for the Bullet Punch, does laughable damage, and I just go for the Will-O-Wisp to completely cripple his Scizor. Which is good, because Scizor with SD is really big pain if you don't get rid of it fast. But now I know his Scizor is basically useless, so I'm just going to go for the Hydro Pump, I believe, to try and get as much damage on this Scizor, or whatever he decides to switch into my Hydro Pump or something. Just do as much damage as possible. No, wait, I go for the Pain Split because I did want my HP back, because I was getting low, and with the Sword Dance he had up, Bug Bite, or whatever other coverage move he may have had, probably would have been able to kill me at that point, but he does go for the Bug Bite, and does quite a bit, so it is a good thing I went for the Pain Split, though probably wasn't necessary, but I did it anyway. So yeah, Bug Bite is enough to two-hit KO at this point, which is okay, because Rotom's burned Scizor, so it's done its job pretty darn well. And I do believe I just go for the Hydro Pump to try and get the kill off here. No, wait. I go for the Thunderbolt to, you know, not risk the miss. But that's good anyway. And it takes him down to the yellow, which is cool, because now he's basically, unless he's got Roost, he's got like 2 or 3 turns left to live, which is good, because he won't be able to Bullet Punch the hell out of my team. Anyway, I believe here I switch into Infernape, if I am correct, after he gets his burn damage and stuff. And yeah, I do switch in my Infernape because I want to get the Mach Punch off, because with a Mach Punch I will be faster than his Bullet Punch, so I won't be taking any unnecessary damage along with my Life Orb, which is good, because, yeah, don't really want to take any unnecessary damage with my physical sweeper. Now he switches into his Gengar here. I stay in just because I'm not really concerned about this thing, because it is his last Pokemon. Even if it does kill me with a Shadow Ball, I have basically, like, the rest of my team to deal with it. And yeah, he goes for the Shadow Ball. I live with, like, 9 HP, I believe. Yeah, which was pretty cool, because that means I just get to get the Overkill Flare Blitz off and win the match. So, good game, Sam. It was really fun. For a newbie, you are pretty darn skilled, and I wish you good luck in your quote-unquote Pokemon career, but anyway, comment, rate, sub, and later, guys.